Welcome back to Speak for Yourself, presented by Hyundai. Let's head to Cleveland. Things didn't work out as planned last season for Baker Mayfield and then Odell Beckham Jr. Baker was second in interceptions, and Odell only had 4 touchdowns while dealing with injuries. Well, Baker is ready to turn the page in 2020 and feels good about his chemistry with OBJ, saying, quote, "It's sure as hell going to be a lot better than last year. We're just on the same page. Things we talked about. There was a lot going on within the building last year. We're not going to get into that. But we're both in a better state. He's healthy. Surgery was successful. Thank God. He's feeling great." Joined now by Fox NFL analyst LeVar Arrington, but Acho, I'm coming to you first. Should Odell be confident in Baker heading into the season?
You know, gentlemen, my instincts, they tell me to say, no, he should not. The Browns, they do this each and every year. They talk, they smack them gums better than anybody in the National Football League. But I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. Because third years, Marcellus, that's usually when it clicks. Whether it's just for me personally, when college, my third year things popped, and I knew my role in the NFL. I was a special teams player. But my third year, I was an all-pro special teams player.
You made all-pro?
Pro Football Focus.
Oh, that ain't all-pro. You wouldn't be here this fast.
Let me drop my nugget, Marcellus. We're not going to Google it. Okay?
I would.
But look, Odell was hurt last year, sports hernia surgery. That's what he had.
Yeah.
I had one of those in 2014. I understand how difficult that is to recover from. That's a beast. Odell is one of Baker's top targets. But then, Marcellus, I'm a historian. Although I'm a millennial, I'm a historian.
Okay.
And although I have no Wileyism music to play behind me, I look at the history. Matthew Stafford, his third season. First time in 12 years, the Lions were led to the playoffs. Jared Goff, his third season. Rams, first time in 17 seasons, led to the Super Bowl. Derek Carr, his third season. First time in 14 years, the Raiders were led to the playoffs. If I look at recent history, quarterbacks in their third year, they figure it out. First year, could be up, could be down. Second year, oftentimes, sophomore slump, dealing with those expectations. But by your third year, your ego has subsided from being the #1 overall pick or a first-round pick. You realize what the NFL is and what it isn't. And your third year, you go crazy. So, Browns fans, in part because you all drafted me, so I have to show love at times, I'm going to give y'all the benefit of the doubt.
That's where this came from.
I'm going to give y'all the benefit of the doubt.
I was about to say, what? Get him,
That
LeVar.
is strange.
That was weird.
Look here, guacamole, Acho. I gotta say, I do believe he should believe in Baker Mayfield. This is a make or break year for both of them, if you ask me. You say it's a go crazy year for Baker. I say it's a make or break year for Baker. Get it? Bake the cake or get out of the kitchen type of deal. And I think for Odell Beckham, he has the luxury of transcending being just a football player. He is culture. He's a cultural icon in so many ways and doesn't really need football to be Odell Beckham anymore. But what Odell Beckham needs for his ego and for his own peace of mind is to be that competitive Odell Beckham that everybody grew to love and grew to know. So I think he should be confident in what Baker is trying to do. But being confident and the results being what they're supposed to be are two different conversations. And I'll just keep it to this. He should be confident. But will the results be what they want them to be is a much different story.
Odell shouldn't be confident in what he's hearing, even though... Be real, man. It's a dependent.
You're right.
It's a dependent position.
But you don't have a choice.
Being a receiver, you have no choice. I'm gonna say the right things, but trust me, I'm side-eyeing you. Because there's 3 former athletes up here talking all sports. We need to bring the
Pro Bowlers too,
and 2 Pro Bowlers and 2 All-Pros.
All-Pro. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it.
We gonna look for it too. I think it's our duty to bring cutthroat back into sports. Like, just meritocracy mindset. Just like either you are or you're not. And if I'm Odell Beckham Jr., I'm like, hey, bruh, will you stop talking? What happened to people just going out there and under-promising and over-delivering? Because you ain't me. Like, at least I've been deemed bona fide, termed as a great player in this league. I have been on a historic pace as a receiver until I got with you, big dog. And then your first year, you were good to great by some. But you had a sophomore slump. So before I truly hitch my wagon to you, I need you to make sure that you're going to be as great as you're saying you're going to be. And then we can be as great as we're supposed to be. And I give you this, guys.
Full screen king?
Full screen king gonna come out, man, because Baker Mayfield said what he said that we started this topic with. But then here's another quote from Baker Mayfield just 3 months ago. I have a different approach to this year. It's just time to work. It's time to do our thing instead of talking about it. Right now, it's kind of moving in silence, which is fine with me. That's how I used to do it before getting on a bigger stage, so I'm happy to get back to those roots. 3 months ago, he was talking about, I'm just gonna walk it. Now he's talking it again. If I'm Odell, I'm side-eyeing this dude. I don't know if he's ready for what we got to do, and he's on my level.
Let my man walk it like he talks it. Maybe he just been bumping Migos, okay? Maybe he just want to do both. Look, Marcellus.
I don't know.
I understand where you're coming from.
Like I talk it.
Facts.
He's all over the place.
I understand where you're coming from, Marcellus, but let me make sense out of nonsense.
Okay.
Odell has no choice, like we've established, but to depend on Baker. It's like a child, Marcellus. You have children. I do not. But I would assume your children have no choice but to hope that daddy gonna bring food back to the crib. They have no choice, okay? There is no other option for Odell. But when even I look statistically, Odell through his first 30 games, he does have more wins than Breeze and Cam Newton. So there are some there's some successful careers that started out a little trepidatious. He does have a higher passer rating, okay, than some other phenomenal quarterbacks like Alex Smith, who I would say has had a solid career. He had a good career, okay? You're not going to diss a man that has come back
I'm
from
just
so
hearing
much.
a lot of Cleveland Browns season ticket talk from you.
Okay.
Now, I know they drafted your butt, but that was a long time ago. You are now playing for the speak for yourself Titans.
Look, Marcel, here's what I'm saying. Do you want me to just be a pessimist? Can I not look at this glass and say, you know what? Maybe it is half full, even though there's just a drop in it. Okay, that's it.
Oh wow! Let me give you this. let me jump on this one, Avocado Acho. You know, there's a story. I remember one year I truly believed that the Washington football team would go to the Super Bowl. I believed it. I had confidence in it. And I had an interview with John Madden, the great John Madden.
I remember this.
And we sat there and we talked, and he asked me, you know, what do you think? What are your expectations and confidence level for the season? I said, John, look at our personnel, much like the Cleveland Browns. A ton of great personnel littered around the football team park. I say, John, we're going to win the Super Bowl this year. He falls back into his seat and says, if you guys are playing in the Super Bowl this year, I will bungee cord out of the Goodyear blimp to the 50-yard line of the Super Bowl site. So if you know John Madden, you know that he's afraid of heights. He's driven everywhere. Yeah. So the point is, I had belief, and that's fine and it matters. Odell should have the belief. But what is the reality here? What is the real results that we're looking to see out of this group this year? I don't have a positive prognosis for that.
I have to handle some things because it appears we're all kind of saying the same thing. See, LeVar,
but you trying to sugarcoat.
No. I'm about to tangent. LeVar has made 2 avocado and guacamole jokes about my undershirt from yesterday. But LeVar, why do you have your jacket buttoned up, sir? Can you unbutton the jacket, sir?
I always button it.
No, you don't. No.
Yes, I do. I button it every day.
Simply unbutton the jacket, sir.
I promise you, I button it every day, but I'll
a little birdie told us you spilled some water on yourself before you came on, and you
show me the evidence. Show me the evidence.
Right there on that
Where's the water?
Right there. You see that?
Where?
Look, we really can see it.
Is it? Oh, it's right there. Oh, no. Oh, no. Take us to break.
I don't know. I ain't going to break. I got a good story.
Take us to break.
First of all, I'm here with a sugar coater and a liar. I can't believe this is what has become of my life in the media. Y'all are BSing. Let's get back on topic with Odell.
That's messed up, Acho. It's messed up.
We were going to get
we were better than that.
Let me
All
say. And ready. But I want you also to know, I know some of y'all didn't get a lick of sleep last night. I know some of y'all were running them streets last night. I know some of y'all were hooting with the Owls and trying to soar with the Eagles. And let me tell you something. You're going to get your butt on this field, and it's going to be one quiet moment. And that moment is called the moment of truth. And in that moment, you got to be committed and convicted and be about your business in that moment. So everything you do before that moment, yeah, thanks for the apple for being a teacher's pet. Thanks for saying yes, coach, no, coach. Thanks for being whoever you think you are. Because in that moment of truth, if you don't show up, oh, trust me, you won't be here for long. That's what Baker